Hi and hello, Rays fans, and welcome to this presentation of Rays Baseball, the middle game of this three-game set against the Boston Red Sox. The Tampa Bay Rays riding high on a three-game winning streak, Boston Red Sox on a three-game skid. Charlie Morton on the mound for the Rays against Marcus Walden on the bump for the Boston Red Sox. Marcus Walden is 2-0 on the season with a 1.28 ERA. In his last start against the Baltimore Orioles, Walden went 7 innings pitched, 9 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. And we'll give you the Rays lineup after the first pitch. Leading off for the Rays, though, is the center fielder Kevin Kiermaier. Playing leadoff for the first time this season, Kiermaier is batting .233 on the season. And the first pitch from Walden is low for a ball. So leading off in center field, it's Kevin Kiermaier. Batting second, the second baseman Brandon Lau. Batting third at first base, Ji-Man Choi. Batting cleanup, the left fielder Hunter Renfroe. Batting fifth, the right fielder Austin Meadows. Batting sixth, shortstop Joey Wendell. Batting seventh, DH Jose Martinez. Batting eighth, the catcher Michael Perez. Batting ninth, the third baseman Yandy Diaz. So a bit of a different lineup for the Rays. Austin Meadows is not playing leadoff for the first time of the year. KK is taking his spot there as he is up in the count, 3 balls to no strikes. Ji-Man Choi is at the 3 spot after hitting a 3-run homer in the top of the ninth of yesterday's game to give the Rays a 5-4 win. The 3-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. Michael Perez is catching once again today. Jose Martinez at DH again. And then Willy Adames is getting his first off day of the year. It'll be Joey Wendell playing at shortstop. The versatile infielder. The 3-1 from Walden is in there for strike 2. So, the first batter of the game, the leadoff man, Kevin Kiermaier, working a good count. He's got a full count for the starter, Marcus Walden. Walden, not the ace of the staff. That would be Chris Sale. But Walden having himself a good start to the season. Of course, 2-0. And a 1.28 ERA, the full count. Is swung on and driven, chased by the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr. He will go out to the triangle and make the catch just in front of the 420 sign. So Kevin Kiermaier taking the center fielder deep, but not able to get out of the yard. So there's one gone in the first. Batting next is the second baseman, Brandon Lau. Lau is batting for .220 this season so far. The first pitch to him is inside for ball 1. Gary Simmons is your home plate umpire today, calling the balls and strikes. So with one gone and no man on, Brandon Lau is up to the plate. The 1-0 is swung on and driven for a base hit against the shift. The third baseman Devers shifting way inside. Brandon Lau taking advantage, and he's worked himself a 1-out single. First hit of the day for the Rays, and that'll give them a base runner. The Rays on a 3-game winning streak. They went on a 6-game skid following an opening day victory. Got swept by the Yankees at home and got no hit by the Rangers in the first game of that series. They would win the next 2, and they won yesterday. It looked like that winning streak was going to come to an end at 2. They were down 4-2 in the top of the ninth against the closer, Brandon Workman. A couple of walks. Ji-Man Choi comes to the plate, sends a home run just fair of the pesky pole to give the Rays a 5-4 lead. Nick Anderson with his 3rd save of the season. That pitch swung on and missed by Choi. Another silver lining of yesterday's win. It was just Yarbrough, Brendan McKay, and just an inning of Colin Poche before Anderson. So the A bullpen is intact. Would be potentially unlikely for Nick Anderson to go 3 straight games, as he has recorded 2 saves in the last 2 days. As Choi fouls that one away. But you have Alvarado in play. You have Diego Castillo in play. Colin Poche could most likely come back out. Peter Fairbanks hasn't pitched in a while. The 2-2 to Choi is swung on and missed. So Choi will strike out. First K of the day for Marcus Walden, and there is 2 gone. Choi strikes out, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, the left fielder, Hunter Renfroe. Renfroe is batting .278 on the season. Renfroe, no hits yesterday, but did reach base a couple of times. A hit by pitch and a walk for him yesterday. He's got 4 home runs on the season. 6 runs batted in. He does lead the team in home runs. He's got a man on with 2 out here. The 1-0 from Walden is on its way, and it is inside for ball 2. So a 2 balls to no strike count to Hunter Renfroe. A nice evening here in Boston, Fenway Park. As that one is in there for a strike. The series ended up lining up well for the Rays in a crucial AL East matchup. They ended up getting the win with Ryan Yarbrough, and now they have Charlie Morton today, Blake Snell in the getaway tomorrow. And then they head for the 4-game set in Cleveland. The 2-2 to Renfroe is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Marcus Walden gives up a hit, but strikes out a pair. He gets through the first inning scoreless. Charlie Morton next. On the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays today, Charlie Morton. He has a 1-1 record on the season, a .73 ERA. In his last start against the New York Yankees, he received a loss in 5 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, an earned run, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. That was that 1-0 Yankees win when they had Garrett Cole on the mound, and Kevin Cash making a switch, putting in Willy Adames at shortstop. As that pitch to Benintendi is in there for a ball. Kevin Cash originally had Willy Adames on the bench getting an off day. Joey Wendell at shortstop, but making a switch, putting Willie in there at short. As that pitch is swung on and missed. So, Willy Adames will take Joey Wendell's spot at 6 in the batting order. As that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. He's facing the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. We'll give you the lineup. And that is a strikeout against Andrew Benintendi. Morton picks up a strikeout on the first batter he faces. So the lineup for the Red Sox, leading off the left fielder you saw there, Andrew Benintendi. Batting second, the second baseman, Adam Frazier. Batting third, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Batting fifth, first baseman, Mitch Moreland. Batting sixth, the DH, Michael Chavis. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Alex Verdugo. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr. And batting ninth, the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Adam Frazier to the plate now. Frazier batting .300 on the season. The 1-0 to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Morton on the bump for his third start of the year. Of course, the ace of the Rays staff. As that pitch is going to be popped up and chased by Kiermaier. He'll be there in right center to make the catch and easily retire Frazier. So there is 2 gone. 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox to start the day. Another filled crowd here at Fenway Park. And that will bring up the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts off to a hot start. He's batting .389 with 6 RBIs. He's batting with the bases empty and 2 gone. The first pitch from Morton is swung on and driven, chased by the left fielder Renfroe. And that one is going to be off the wall, off the green monster. It'll be a 2-out double for Xander Bogaerts, as that throw is not quite in time to Brandon Lau. Off the bat, that one looked like it might have gone over the fence, completely over the monster, but it was off the wall above the scoreboard. A nice play by Renfroe to play it off the wall. Keep it to just 2 bases for Bogaerts. And that'll be the first hit of the day for the Red Sox. And that will bring up the third baseman, Rafael Devers, in the cleanup spot once again as he played yesterday. Devers Batting .410 on the season, so he's off to a streaky hot start. Only 9 pitches so far for Morton. He's been fairly efficient. Gave up that hit to Bogarts, though. The 1-0 upcoming to Devers. It's on its way, and it is low for ball 2. So 2 balls. No strikes to count to Devers. That pitch is outside for ball 3. The only right-hander to start for the Rays in this series, as it was the lefty Yarbrough yesterday, and it will be the lefty Snell tomorrow. So this is the only time in the series we'll see this right-handed lineup for the Boston Red Sox. The 3-0 to Devers from Morton is going. He's not able to check his swing, so they're going to ring him up on a strike there. So 3 balls and 1 strike. They count to the cleanup man, Devers. That ball was low. Would have walked him, but was not able to check his swing. The 3-1 here is swung on and charged into foul territory. Near the home dugout. The payoff pitch here to Devers is going to be a bloop single. It gets into the gap past the shortstop, Adames. That will bring in Bogarts from second base. It'll be an RBI single by Rafael Devers. And in the first inning, the Boston Red Sox get to Morton. It was a double off the wall for Bogarts. A nice little single into the gap for Devers. And just like that, the Red Sox have themselves a first inning lead. Looked like it was going to be a routine 1-2-3 inning for Morton as he retired the first 2 batters with quite ease. That pitch is outside for a ball. And then the back-to-back hit. So, the Rays are in jeopardy of snapping a 3-game winning streak just like that in the first inning. That pitch is going to be fouled along the first base line. Count even here at a ball and a strike. Now what you want to see from your ace, Charlie Morton, giving up a run this early. Not a jam by any means, just a couple of situational hits for the Red Sox, but you want Morton to put up as many zeros as he can, as that one is swung on and missed. It'll be Morton's second strikeout of the inning. That'll retire the side. Red Sox pick up a run early. They lead 1-0 after 1. Leading off this second inning, it is the right fielder Austin Meadows. Meadows batting .158 on the year. He's off to a bit of a cold start. A home run, 4 RBIs for him. His on-base percentage is under 300. He's been playing in the leadoff spot every game before this. As that pitch is swung on in fair territory, the Red Sox play an extreme shift, and Meadows is going to be able to turn that one for 2. The third baseman, Devers, was shaded way inside. For the second time this game, the Rays hitting against the shift. It's a leadoff double for Austin Meadows. And he represents the tying run in scoring position here in the top of the second. A beautiful sight to see the Rays hitting against the shift. Getting the Red Sox maybe to play true here as Willie Adames comes to the plate. Adames came in as a defensive substitute in the bottom of the first inning. Adames batting .194 on the season with a pair of home runs. He originally expected Joey Wendell to play short, but Cash changing his mind and putting Willie at shortstop today, as that pitch is in there for a strike. So that takes any potential for a pinch hit of Joey Wendell. They still have Manuel Margot, Chris Herman, and Daniel Robertson on the bench as pinch hitters. The 2-1 to Willie here is taken for strike 2. Against the right-handed Walden, it made a little sense to have Wendell there at shortstop. Not sure Cash was doing there, second-guessing himself. That pitch is high for ball 3. So the count to Willie here will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No gone, a man on second base. The Rays trail a run. The full pitch is swung on and missed by Willie. That pitch would have been a ball. Willie not able to lay off of that one, so there's 1 gone. Walden picks up his 3rd strikeout of the day. That will bring up the DH Jose Martinez. Martinez batting 160 on the year. No home runs, no RBIs for him yet. A base hit here would drive in his first. Takes that pitch outside. So Marcus Walden looks like he's struggling just a bit with his control. He's at 26 pitches through 1 1/3. Allowed a leadoff double to Meadows. He hit against the shift. The 1-0 here to Martinez. Swung on and fouled. Down near the home dugout on the first base line. Count even here at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch on its way, and it's high for ball 2. And with the pass ball, it looks like it will be Austin Meadows reaches to third base. They are going to rule it a pass ball against the catcher, Plawecki. And that pitch is outside for ball 3. In a 3-1 count, I wouldn't expect it, but now the sacrifice is in play. Probably not a squeeze, but a pop fly would score Meadows from third. After that pass ball, the 3-1 to Martinez is in there for strike 2. Martinez taking that 3-1 pitch, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count to the DH Martinez. The pitch is inside for ball 4. So it'll be the first walk of the day issued by Walden. Martinez heads to first, so the Rays have runners on the corners with 1 gone. That will bring up the catcher at the it spot, Michael Perez. Perez, in the middle of a 4-game hitting streak, he's batting .267. Got his first home run of the year in Arlington, part of a 13-0 win. That first pitch to Perez is outside for ball 1. One thing I will say, Morton did give up a run, but I'm not too impressed with Walden so far. Struggled a bit with his control. That pitch is in there for strike 1. He's not an overpowering fastball, a bit of a sidearm pitcher. Rays seem to be on their game today, though. The 1-1 count to Perez is at high for ball 2, so 2 balls and a strike to count to Perez. The 35th pitch upcoming for Walden. Rays with runners at first and third with 1 gone. Of course, a double play would end the inning. The sacrifice is certainly in play if Perez can get a ball into the outfield that would score Meadows. Swings and misses at that pitch, so the count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Takes away any potential at a bunt or anything like that. Don't think that's what Cash was planning on. The 2-2 to Perez. It swung on a popped-up charge by the left fielder Benintendi. Bogarts will get it. So the runners will stay put at first and third. It's going to be an unproductive out for Perez. The fly out to the shortstop Bogart. So there's 2 gone. And that will bring Yandy Diaz to the plate. Something we've talked about all year. Yandy Diaz 0 for 19 to start the season. Looking for his first hit of the year. A base hit would drive in a run. He takes that first pitch outside. No walks or anything for him. His on-base percentage is all zeros. 18 balls, 19 strikes. The breakdown for Walden in this inning. He's got himself in a bit of a jam. He's 1 out away from getting out of it. He's got a 1-0 to the 9-hole Yandy Diaz. The pitch is able to check his swing. So that pitch goes low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. The count to Diaz. The pitch from Walden is in there for strike 1. Diaz taking 3 pitches to start the at-bat. That one was a strike. He's still up in the count, though. The 2-1 is fouled away. So, Marcus Walden, after giving up a leadoff double and a walk of Jose Martinez, is 1 strike away from getting out of the inning scoreless. It'll be his 41st pitch. The throw to Diaz is swung on and missed. Yandy Diaz moves to 0 for 20 on the season. They had they had Austin Meadows 90 feet away. They come out of the inning empty-handed. They're down 1-0, headed to the bottom of the second. And to face Charlie Morton first in the second inning. The DH Michael Chavis will bat first. Chavis is batting .303 on the season. He's been good in that DH spot for Boston. That first pitch is inside for ball 1. Charlie Morton in the first inning gave up an earned run, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. It was a double to Bogarts, a single, an RBI single by Rafael Devers to get things started for the Red Sox. As that pitch is low, so looks like on this Tuesday evening, both starting pitchers struggling just a bit with their control. Morton is down 2-0 in the count to Devers here. The pitch is swung on and fouled away. Diaz was there if it stayed fair. He was true to the third base bag. Count goes to 2-1. The throw from Morton is inside for ball 3. Boston potentially looking to start another threat here. Rays took the first game of the series. A 5-4 win. It was exhilarating. The 3-1 is outside for ball 4. So it will be a leadoff walk by Charlie Morton, charged to Michael Chavis. And just like that, the Red Sox add another base runner. And that will bring up the right fielder, Alex Verdugo. Verdugo in a 5-game hitting streak. He's batting .353 on the season. Part of a deadly Red Sox lineup. The Red Sox are 6-5 after yesterday's loss. They're in a 3-game skid. They're second place in the AL East, 1.5 games back of the New York Yankees, who are 7-3 themselves. They lost a high-scoring game to Baltimore last night. I believe it was a score of 7-8. Remember, you can check all these standings and scores of every game on did.localrays.win. The 1-0 is inside for ball 2. That website has all the standings of every division, all the records, all the things that you need to know about these teams. They're updated daily, as that pitch is fouled away for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike moves the count to Verdugo here, as the Red Sox are in the bottom part of their order for the first time. The 2-1 from Morton. That curveball did not get a bite from Verdugo. Count moves to 3 balls and a strike now. A little bit concerning. Charlie Morton is off to a hot start, as we said, a .73 ERA coming into this game. His curveball doesn't appear to be on. The Red Sox don't appear to be really struggling to see his pitches at all. The 3-1 is just in there for strike 2. Verdugo was looking to go to first base on a walk, but the home plate umpire, Gary Simmons, called it strike. The payoff is grounded to the first baseman. Choi flips it to second, got the out there, and the throw back to first is good for a double play. Erases a leadoff walk, so just like that, there's 2 gone in the second. That double play going 3-6 back to 3. You see Choi with a front-handed catch, flipping back to Adames, who is covering the second base, and the throw back to Choi. We've seen that so many times. This defense turning so many double plays. So that will retire Chavis and Verdugo. On that 3-6-3 double play with the bases empty and 2 outs, the center fielder Jackie Bradley Jr. will bat now. JBJ is batting .300 on the year, as that first pitch is low for a ball. As you see the shift there, Brandon Lau between first and second. Diaz shitting inside towards the second base bag. Same shift the Red Sox put on that the Rays have taken advantage of for a couple of hits. A traditional defense would have most likely recorded an out on both of those plays. One of those was a double for Austin Meadows, as he hits that one, picked up by Lau in the shift. Throw to first to retire him, so a good shift there for the Rays defense. They allow a leadoff walk, but is erased by a double play. They're down 1-0 through 2. And getting things started here in the third inning, we go back to the top of the lineup for the Rays. Kevin Kiermaier will bat here. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Kiermaier flat out to center in his first at-bat. Took Jackie Bradley Jr. out to the triangle near the 420 sign in right center. Of course, this Fenway ballpark so unique. That would have been a home run just about anywhere else, as that is going to be just foul. Kiermaier looks like he got a good hold of that one on an 0-1, but fell foul of the pesky pole. The 0-2 from Walden here is going to be foul. We'll do it again at 0-2. Marcus Walden starting the game off with 2 scoreless innings. He's allowed a hit and a walk, but has struck out 4, as that one is fouled away. Pitch count has been driven up by some full counts and some things like that, has not gotten ahead of batters early, as that 0-2 is fouled away as well. His attack, Kiermaier, so far in this at-bat. Kiermaier behind 0-2. The pitch from Walden is going to be high for ball 1. High and inside with a fastball. A good take by Kiermaier on 0-2. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. The pitch on its way. And it's going to be popped up. Jackie Bradley Jr. goes back to the track. And he's going to catch it against the wall. For the second time, Kevin Kiermaier taking Jackie Bradley Jr. out to the wall. Makes the catch for the second straight time. As you see the AL East standings there, the Yankees picking up a win today to move to 8-3 on the season. Tampa Bay 3.5 games back in the middle of a 3-game winning streak. 2 exciting outs for Kiermaier to start the game, both flyouts to Jackie Bradley Jr. in center. That'll bring up Brandon Lau, who had a single against the Shift in his first at-bat. He's batting once again with the bases empty and 1 gone. He fouls that first pitch back for a strike. 50th pitch upcoming already for Walden. He's only pitched 2 1/3. Rays trying to run another Red Sox starter out early, as that pitch is swung on and missed. The Rays, of course, had so much success against the bullpen last night against the closer, Brandon Workman, who blew his first save of the year. The 0-2 to Lau is low for a ball, blocked by the catcher, Plawecki, in the dirt. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Walden picks up his 5th strikeout of the day against Brandon Lau, and there is 2 gone. Up comes the first baseman, G-Man Choi. Choi struck out in his first at-bat against Walden. Swung on and missed on that first pitch. Red Sox put on the shift once again against the left-handed Choi. It's a lefty-righty matchup for Choi. That pitch goes outside for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. 2 gone, bases empty for Choi, who's batting 3rd today. Swings and misses again. So a couple swings and misses in this at-bat, and Walden 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. The 1-2 is low. So the count will go even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Choi with some takes here in this at-bat. The 2-2 is grounded right to the second baseman, Frazier, who's there. Turns around and throws to first, and it will be just in time to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rays in the top of their order. 2 hits through 3, but no runs yet. They trail 1-0. And the catcher, Kevin Plawecki, will bat first. It'll be 9-1-2, the hitter scheduled to come up for Boston here in this 3rd inning. Swung and missed on that curveball. The first really curveball that Morton has thrown like that today that has found the zone. Plawecki batting .250 on the year. The 0-1 pitch to him is swung on and missed. Caught him with the curveball again. Morton looked like he finding maybe a little bit of a groove there. Only 34 pitches for him through 2. He's pacing himself relatively well. Gave up a run in the first off a couple of hits. The 0-2 to the catcher here is going to be taken for a ball. Would not bite at that 3rd straight curveball. Morton will likely have to go back to the fastball. Morton's so valuable to this Rays team. A couple of playoff victories last year for the Rays. Won the wild card game at Oakland. And that ever so important Game 3 of the American League Division Series. The 2-2. Swung on, popped up, charged by the left fielder Renfroe, and he will get there in time to retire Plawecki. So there's 1 gone in the 3rd. That one is a fly out to left. So the Red Sox go back to their top of the lineup. Andrew Benintendi will bat next. Benintendi is 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Morton. in this game. The first pitch to Benintendi is going to be outside for a ball. That curveball struggling to find the zone. Easily taken by Benintendi. His hasn't got jammed up yet, but not a great sight for Morton. As that pitch is going to be swung on, chased by the third baseman Diaz. He'll not get there in time. The hit somewhat against the shift. It's going to be a base hit as it falls right in front of Diaz. And the Red Sox get a 1-out single. Benintendi's first hit of the day. The second baseman, Adam Frazier, will bat next. He flew out to center in his first at-bat against Borton. He's got 1 on with 1 out. Swings at that first pitch. Charged by the center fielder. Kiermaier is going to fall in front of him for a base hit. And the throw to third is not going to be in time. Benintendi racing for third. He's going to get there. And with 1 out, the Red Sox have runners at the corners. After back-to-back hits, that'll bring up Xander Bogaerts, who doubled in his last at-bat. If he does it again, it's going to bring in 2 runs. A little bit of an aggressive play by Benintendi to race for third. It looked like it was just going to be runners at first and second, but Mix also played to the third base bag. Kiermaier not able to get the throw there in time, as Bogaerts with a late swing and miss. Good sight there at the Green Monster in left. Can't even add a ball and a strike to the shortstop Bogaerts. And it's going to be in there for strike 2. This is going to be the first of 2 challenges that Morton's going to have to face in this inning. Bogaerts, who doubled against him, and Rafael Devers, the 400 man who singled in his first at-bat. The 1-2 to Bogaerts is going to be right to the second baseman, Lau. He drops it. The flip to Adames, and the throw to first. The throw to first is not going to be in time. They do get the lead runner. And Andrew Benintendi will come around to score. It'll be a fielder's choice for Bogaerts. Picks up an RBI there. With 2 gone, the Red Sox pick up a run in this inning. And the pop-up to Devers, chased by the center fielder Kiermaier. Looks like he'll be there in time to retire the side. Red Sox pick up a couple of hits. They knock in another run. It's now 2-0 Red Sox through 3. Getting things started for the Rays here. The left fielder, Hunter Renfroe, will bat now. Renfroe 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Walden, his first time up. The Rays in the middle part of their order now, as that one is low for a ball. Gets away from the catcher there. Red Sox have early movement in the bullpen. The righty, Ryan Weber, who appeared first out of the bullpen yesterday, is warming up once again. Red Sox prepared to make another early move to the bullpen. That pitch inside for ball 2. It's been kind of weird with Marcus Walden. Has looked more inefficient compared to Morton. Morton has given up 2 more runs, as that one is in there for strike 1. The pattern in which Morton has given up some runs. The Rays bats are going to have to wake up in a hurry. Boston's got 2 on the board here. The 2-1 is going to be in there for a strike. Looks like Renfroe went around. So the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the man leading off the inning, Hunter Renfroe. 66 pitch upcoming. And that one is going to be blasted by Renfroe. He's urging it fair, and it will go just foul. He'll have to go back. The 2-2 to Renfroe again is going to be fouled away on a pitch he probably could have taken outside. Got a piece of it, though. Second time today, the Rays have put a foul ball down near the pesky pole. As he swings and misses there for the strikeout. It's going to be the 6th of the day for Walden. Second K of the day for Renfroe. As he goes down on strikes. With one gone, that'll bring up Austin Meadows. He's in the 5 spot today. He doubled against the shift in his first at-bat. An impressive play, a hustle on a ball that went just a dribbler down the line. The third baseman nowhere to be seen. Meadows in a bit of a cold streak. He's batting under the Mendoza line. Kevin Cash moved him down to the 5 spot. He's looked good so far today. As he swings at that first pitch, it's going to be chased by the left fielder, and that one is going to be off the wall for another double. Second double off the monster, this time for Meadows. 4th of the year for him. As he hits for extra bases once again. In just about any other park, that ball probably would have been gone, but that tall monster went off the wall. That'll bring up the shortstop Meadows. Takes that first pitch for a strike. And that's the only thing about having Austin Meadows low in this lineup. As he gets going and you don't have anyone to back him up. Willie Adames is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The 0-1 from Walden is outside. Willie is .333 with runners in scoring position on the season. It would cut the Red Sox lead in half, as they lead by 2. That one is outside. Once again, 70th pitch upcoming for Walden, so depending on how this inning goes, they'd probably be able to get a 5th out of him. Chris Sale went 5 innings against the Rays yesterday in a no decision. The 2-1 to Adames is swung on and fouled away. Count will go even at 2-2 with Meadows at second base. Would love to drive him in here. The 2-2 is outside. So the count will go full to the shortstop. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The DH on deck. The payoff to Willie is low for ball 4. It'll be a 1-out walk to the shortstop Adames. Walden's second walk of the day. And the Rays got runners on first and second with only 1 gone. Willie Adames represents the tying run at first base. If Jose Martinez could get a blast here. Martinez is no at-bats for him yet today. Walked in his first plate appearance. Takes that one for a strike. Martinez batting .200 with runners in scoring position. He's got the catcher behind him. The 0-1 is inside. No better time for Martinez, his first homer of the year against Walden here, as that one is outside. 2 balls and a strike to count to the DH. Red Sox crowd on their feet. The 2-1 to Martinez is going to be knocked for a base hit. That's going to score 1 as Meadows comes around to score. Willie will go to third, and the Rays have runners on first and third with 1 gone. They cut the Red Sox lead in half. It's now 2-1 Boston. A timely hit there for the Rays. A nice base hit for Martinez. He picks up his first RBI of the season, as he seems to be finally coming around. And the Red Sox are making a pitching move here early. Ron Renaud comes in to get the ball from Walden, as he'll go to the dugout. Walden finishes with a couple hits allowed, 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. And it will be Ryan Weber once again, the first man out of the pen. 6 appearances, a .355 ERA for Weber, as he will come in to face the catcher, Michael Perez. So they've got Willie Adames at third base. Jose Martinez at first. Michael Perez at the plate, as that first pitch to him is low. A pop fly would tie this thing up in the 4th, as Willie's got speed. A double play would end the inning, of course, as that one is charged by the first baseman, Moreland. He's going to throw to second base. That is in time, and Perez will be safe at first. So the fielder's choice will score Adames from third. That's going to tie the game. It was a shallow infield hit Picked up by Moreland. He got the lead runner. The throw to first was not in time. So that hustle by Perez allowed the Rays to get in a run. As Perez will go to first on the fielder's choice, the Rays tie things up with a couple of runs in the inning. That run will be charged to Walden. He's got 2 earned runs to his name. It'll be a no decision for him, no matter what happens after this. The 0-1 to Diaz is outside for ball 1. Diaz with a strikeout in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 20 on the year. He came up to the plate in an RBI situation, but struck out. The 1-1 to him is fouled away. Curious to see how long the Rays can put up with this if he's not going to get a single hit. He plays a decent enough third base. But you got guys like Daniel Robertson and Joey Wendell that can play there as well. Diaz so integral to the Rays' success last season. They'd love to get him going here. The 1-2 upcoming is going to be swung into the gap. And that's going to be Yandy Diaz's first hit of the season. He was 0 for 20 going into that at-bat. He gets a hit. Finally. And with 2 on and 2 out, Rays go back to the top of their lineup with Kiermaier. Kiermaier has been seeing the ball extremely well. He's 0 for 2, but mind you, he took Jackie Bradley Jr. out to the triangle in his first at-bat and took him near the wall in right center the second time. He's got 2 men on base here. The 1-0 is outside. Weber has now given up a hit. It's Perez in scoring position. He's not very fast, but a base hit would probably score him. Kiermaier batting 200 with runners in scoring position. That pitch is going to be high. 3 balls, no strikes. That got to Kiermaier, maybe trying to load the bases for Brandon Lau with 2 gone. The 3-0 pitch upcoming. Would expect Kiermaier to take it. And he will. That pitch is high. It's going to be a 4-pitch walk. The 2-out walk issued to Kiermaier. And he'll be on base for the first time today. It will load the bases for Brandon Lau. Lau is 1 for 2 with a single. Struck out in his last at-bat. The Red Sox have a couple of men warming up in the bullpen. Ryan Weber has juiced the bases in a hurry. Allowed a hit and a walk. The first pitch to Lau is going to be strike 1. Lau batting .091 with runners in scoring position. He's got 2. He's got Perez at third. Yandy Diaz at second. He's going to take another pitch in the zone for a strike so quickly. Brandon Lau's down 0-2. Ryan Weber is a strike away from getting out of this jam. It's a bases loaded situation with a tie game. The 0-2 is going to be taken low for ball 1. A crucial situation in this game to give Charlie Morton a potential lead. They tied it up, but they got a chance to add more. The 1-2 is going to be fouled away. That was pitched a bit high in the strike zone. With Gary Simmons calling the balls and strikes, you can never be quite sure. Lau just gets enough of a piece of it to foul it away. The 1-2 is just low. It looked to be in the strike zone. It was a take by Lau, and they're going to call it a ball. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Ryan Weber gets out of the bases loaded jam. Rays do tie it up with a couple runs, though. It's 2-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Aim to face Charlie Morton first in his 5th inning. The first baseman, Mitch Moreland, will bat. Moreland is 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Morton today. 45 pitches for Morton through 3. He's on pace for about 6 innings at this rate, as that curveball is in there for a strike. Moreland 5 for 21 with 6 Ks against Morton in his career. A bit of a strange start for Morton. He's given up a couple of runs, but the Rays tied it up to keep him in it, as that one is a bit low. Red Sox really have not been biting at that curveball at all. It's been in the zone taken for strikes a handful of times. But too many times it's been outside the zone. Morton has not gotten to the fastball too much, and when he has, struggled a bit with his control. He's got a 1-1 to Moreland here, and it's just outside for a ball. A hair off the plate. As Moreland takes a lead in the count, 2 balls to only a strike. The 2-1 swung on and fouled away. Count here even at 2-2. 5, 6, 7. The hitter scheduled to come up for Boston, the heart of their order. The 2-2 is going to be just fouled. Right back into Michael Perez. Count stays at 2-2. Rays tied things up in the top of this inning. It's 2-2. As that pitch is low. Blocked by Perez. Count goes full to the leadoff man, Moreland. The payoff pitch is going to be swung in. It's going to be a base hit right into the gap between Adames and Diaz. It'll be a leadoff single for the first baseman. And the Red Sox get a base hit. 5th hit of the day allowed by Morton. That will bring Michael Chavis to the plate. The DH has only walked in this game. That first pitch in there for a strike. Batting .300 on the season. Rays kicking themselves for not getting those couple of runs on a bases loaded situation as Moreland takes off for second. And he's going to get there in time. Score's decision will be a wild pitch by Morton. So after a leadoff single and a wild pitch, the Red Sox get a man in scoring position in a tie game. The throw from Perez not able to get there in time. Count even at a ball and a strike to Chavis. The throw from Morton is in there. That curveball taken for a strike. The 1-2. That curveball's in there for another strike. They're going to ring up Chavis there. 3rd strikeout of the day for Morton. And there's 1 away. And that will bring up the right fielder, Alex Verdugo. Verdugo grounded into a double play in his first at-bat. He's got a man in scoring position with 1 gone. He takes that first pitch low for a ball. Batting nearly .350 on the year. An extremely efficient Red Sox lineup. Charlie Morton has struggled a bit today. The 1-0 is just in there for strike 1. Count even that a ball and a strike. Verdugo's .400 with runners in scoring position. He got the first baseman Moreland right there. And that one is going to get into the gap. That will hold the runners at first and third. Moreland not turning third base. So with that base hit, it'll put runners at the corners with 1 gone. 6th hit of the day allowed for Morton. And that will bring up the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr., who grounds right to Diaz. The throw to second is good, and the throw to first is in time. That double play erases the threat. The Red Sox had a runner at third base. But Charlie Morton able to get out of it. We're tied at 2 through 4. And to lead things off for the Rays, it'll be the first baseman, G-Man Choi. Red Sox are going to keep Ryan Weber in there. He had the bases loaded in the last inning. They had the pen warming up. So a bit strange to see him bring him out again. He's going to have to face the 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Rays. That first pitch to Choi is in there for a strike. Choi is 0 for 2 in this one with a strikeout and a ground out to second. Renfroe up next, and then Meadows. As that one is in there for strike 2. So a couple of takes by Ji-Man Choi, and he's down early in the count. The 0-2 from Weber is swung on, and it's going to be chased by the left fielder. That one is going to get down for a base hit. It'll be a leadoff single for Ji-Man Choi as that one bounces along the wall. Picked up by the left fielder, Benintendi. Ji-Man Choi getting his first hit of the day. He was the hero yesterday. That home run that went just fair of the pesky pole. Good to see him get back on base here. A leadoff single will bring up the cleanup man, Renfroe. Renfroe is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Weber gives up his second hit. The first pitch to Renfroe is just low for ball 1. A good take by the cleanup man. The 1-0 swung on and fouled away. Count even here at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 swung on and missed. A bad chase there by Renfroe, and he's now down in the count. A ball to 2 strikes. He's got Ji-Man Choi at first. A 1-2 count. The pitch from Weber is outside. Didn't get Renfroe to chase there. That was the 23rd pitch for Weber. Not sure what the plan is for him. They did have the bullpen warming. Maybe a little bit limited on their options after last night. Chris Sale himself only getting through 5. The 2-2 is going to get down. The third baseman Devers not able to pick it up, and it's going to be a base hit. It looks like they're going to rule it a base hit for Renfroe. The third baseman Devers struggled with it. It was a diving play, was not able to glove it. And the Rays, with no outs, have runners at first and second for Austin Meadows, who is red hot. Meadows swings at that first pitch, picked up by the shortstop. The throw to second is good, and the throw to first for a double play. So Meadows swinging at the first pitch that he sees. He was 2 for 2 with 2 doubles going into the at-bat. Grounds into a double play there. It goes 6-4-3. Choi will move over to third base with 2 gone. The shortstop, Adames, will bat next. Adames, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Walked in his last at-bat. Shortstop is under the Mendoza line. A base hit would give the Rays the lead. The first pitch to Willie is in there for strike 1. Willie batting .333 with runners in scoring position. They're going to have to give Morton a lead at some point. The 0-1 is taken outside. Count even at a ball and a strike to Adames. The DH Martinez is on deck. The 1-1. Swung on, popped up, chased by the center fielder Bradley Jr., and he will catch that to retire the side. Rays get runners at first and second with no outs. A double play by Meadows ended the threat. Tied 2-2, bottom of the 5th next. The catcher, Kevin Plawecki, will lead things off for the Red Sox. He takes that pitch inside for ball 1. 60 pitches through 4 for Charlie Morton. As that curveball is in there for a strike. 9-1-2, the hitter scheduled to come up for the Red Sox. It's the second time this game that's lined up that way. As that one is going to be popped up, and the catcher, Perez, will be there to retire him. So there's 1 gone in the 5th. That will bring up the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. Benintendi is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. He comes up with 1 out and the base is empty. The first pitch from Morton is swung on and missed. It seems like probably the first or second swing and a miss on a curveball by Morton today. The 0-1. Gives him another curveball. So Benintendi like that is down 0-2 in the count. Morton trying to find a groove. He gave up 2 runs early. The Rays tied it up to prevent putting him in a situation to pick up a loss. Trying to make up for his last start. He only gave up a run. It was a solo shot to Brett Gardner. That was the only run scored in that game as the Yankees won 1-0. Rays couldn't do anything against Garrett Cole in that one. The 1-2 here is fouled away. With 67 pitches, interesting to try and figure out how long they're going to stretch Morton. The bullpen is in somewhat good shape, as that pitch is swung on and missed. Benintendi strikes out for the second time today. It's the 4th strikeout for Morton. So there's 2 gone here in the 5th. With the bases empty and 2 gone, that'll bring up the second baseman, Adam Frazier. Frazier is 1 for 2 with a single in his last at-bat. The first pitch to him is low for ball 1. If you can get rid of Frazier cleanly, you would think Kevin Cash would bring him out for a 6th. There's not too much mobility with the bullpen. Colin Poche maybe, as he came in yesterday. Peter Fairbanks you definitely have. Brendan McKay would be out. Nick Anderson, unfortunately, after 3 straight appearances, would likely be out. As that pitch is grounded, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Gets just past Brandon Lau. So that'll be a 2-out single for Frazier. It's his 2nd hit of the day. And if anything, that will likely further prevent Morton's longevity in this game. They'll bring up the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts is 1 for 2 with a double. He came around to score in the first inning to give the Red Sox an early 1-0 lead. We're tied at 2 here. The first pitch to Bogaerts is in there for strike 1. Bogaerts in his career is batting nearly .400 against Morton in his career with a home run. 73rd pitch upcoming for Morton. He's got an 0-1 count to the shortstop. The pitch is swung on and gets right past Lau again. And after 2 barely base hits, the Red Sox have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Eight hits allowed to this point for Morton. That will bring up the third baseman, Devers, with a runner in scoring position. Devers is 1 for 2 with a base hit. With how hot he's been, you wonder if maybe he's going to break out eventually in this series. He's 2 for 6 with an RBI in the series. 1 for 2 today. The 0-1 to him here is in there for strike 2. So now, Morton is 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Devers is .360 on the air with runners in scoring position. He's going to have to do something in a hurry here. The 0-2 from Morton. And Devers able to check a swing as that pitch was low for a ball. 1-2 the count here. Crowd on their feet once again. They got the leading runner in scoring position. The 1-2 from Morton is low for ball 2. The 2-2 from Morton. And it's going to be popped up. Chased by the third baseman Diaz, and he's able to get there in time to retire the threat. The Red Sox get a pair of 2-out singles. Morton is able to extinguish the threat. We're tied at 2 through 5. Ryan Brazier, the next man out of the pen for the Red Sox. Brazier in 5 appearances has a 3.38 ERA. He'll face Jose Martinez first. Brazier is the third pitcher today for Boston. That first pitch is inside for ball 1. Brazier comes on to face the bottom part of this order. 7, 8, 9, the hitters scheduled to come up. Martinez, Perez, Diaz. Can't even at a ball and a strike. That pitch is high for ball 2. The Rays a little bit in limbo with the pitching situation. Do they try and bring out Morton for his 6th? Their bullpen is not necessarily ready to handle 4 innings. And the offense has to get on the board at some point because you know the Red Sox are going to get hot eventually. The bottom part of their order will come up in the bottom of this inning as Martinez is fanned there. He's out on strikes as he goes down for the first time today. That will bring up the catcher, Michael Perez. Perez is 0 for 2. Fielder's choice in his last at-bat. That was the play where Perez was barely able to run out a potential double play. Brought Adames to score from third. Was the run that tied this game up. So a crucial play, regardless. The 0-1 here is in there for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Count will remain no balls to 2 strikes to the catcher Perez. Yandy Diaz will bat next. The 0-2 is low for ball 1. Red Sox made a move to the bullpen first. In fact, 2 innings before the Rays, as that one is going to get down in front of Jackie Bradley Jr. for a base hit. It's a 1-out single for Michael Perez. And that's his first hit of the day. Ryan Brazier just laid a curveball in the heart of the plate. Perez takes advantage, lays a base hit right in front of JBJ in center. First hit allowed by Brazier, as that pitch to Diaz is outside for ball 1. Yandy Diaz, if you can believe it, picked up his first hit of the year. He's 1 for 21. His batting average is .48. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled away. After the rough start, how strange would it be if Diaz could take Brazier deep and be the hero in this one? He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. He takes that pitch low for ball 2. That single was the first time in the season he even got on base. The 2-1 here is inside for ball 3. We'll go back to the top of the lineup, barring a double play. Kiermaier on deck. Brazier's got a 3-1 to Diaz, and that one is fouled away, so the count will go full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Perez got on with a 1-out single. The payoff. And they're going to ring up Diaz. That's his second strikeout of the day. They got him looking there. And with 2 gone, that'll bring up Kevin Kiermaier. Kiermaier is 0 for 2 with a walk in his last at-bat. He takes that first pitch for a strike. He's got Michael Perez on first base. Ray's trying to take the lead for the first time today. The 0-1 is going to be fouled away. So, in a hurry, Kiermaier's down, no balls, 2 strikes. Brazier is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. The 0-2 is going to be fouled away again. 20th pitch upcoming. Red Sox brought him out to take the 6th. He's done his job so far. The 0-2 is inside for ball 1. But you think Boston would have a different man to come out in the 7th. Got to think their bullpen is running a bit thin, though. After yesterday, Sale getting only through 5. The 1-2 here is swung out, chased by the right fielder Verdugo. He goes back and makes a running catch to retire Kiermaier. So the Rays get hit in this inning, but that's going to be it for them. 8 hits in the game. We're still tied at 2. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Mitch Moreland will get things started for the Red Sox in this 6th inning. Moreland is 1 for 2 with a single. Oliver Drake, Diego Castillo, the men warming up in the pen for Tampa Bay. They do bring Charlie Morton to start a 6th. His 79th pitch is driven. Kiermaier is going to go back to the triangle. And that ball is going to get out of here for a home run. They bring Morton out to start a 6th. Moreland, the first batter he faces, takes him out deep. That ball lands into the Red Sox bullpen. They take a 1-run lead. It's 3-2 Boston in the bottom of the 6th. That's the 9th hit of the day allowed by Charlie Morton. His 3rd earned run. And Kevin Cash is going to come out to pull Morton. He'll finish with 6+. 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 struck out, and a walk. Gives the ball to Cash. He's going to head back to the dugout. He'll be in line for the loss if this result is to hold. We certainly hope that it won't, as we await the next man to come out of the pen for Tampa Bay. It will be Colin Poche. He appeared in a game yesterday. He's got 5 appearances on the year. A 1-0 record. He did receive the win yesterday, and only a 1.69 ERA. So a good choice to try and hold down the Red Sox as much as possible, as the Rays are going to have to come back from a deficit. Poche, the first man out of the pen. He's going to face Michael Chavis first. So that pitch was outside for ball 1. Chavis is 1 for 1 with a single. He also has a walk today. That one is outside for ball 2. The righty Castillo's warming up in the pen should something happen to the lefty Poche. The Rays have 4 innings left to pitch, as that one is swung on and missed, with a bullpen not necessarily in great shape. Brandon Lau, G-Man Choi, Hunter Renfroe will come up in the 7th inning. The Rays are going to be down at least a run, as that one is in there for a strike. So a 2-2 count to Chavis. After a leadoff home run in this inning by Mitch Moreland, sends it into the Red Sox bullpen off of Charlie Morton, as that pitch will bring the count full at 3-2. Bottom part of the order here for Boston. The payoff from Poche is swung on and missed. So there's 1 gone in the 6th. Poche loads up the count but strikes out Chavis. Chavis goes down for the first time today. And Poche continues to be lights out. His ERA is under 2. Drake warming up in the bullpen now for Tampa Bay as well. Alex Verdugo comes up. Verdugo's 1 for 2. He has a single, grounded into a double play in his first at-bat. 1 of 2 double plays for Boston today. The 0-1 is low. Count even at a ball and a strike. been a hard-fought series to this point, the 1-1. Yeah, swung on and fouled away. Rays needing a comeback off the Boston closer last night to pick up a win. They're going to need something like that again tonight. They're only down a run here, as that pitch is going to take Meadows. He's going to catch that easily to retire him. It looked a little bit better off the bat, but it died pretty quick. Fall into the glove of Meadows for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring out Jackie Bradley Jr. Bradley is 0 for 2. Grounded out into a double play in his last at-bat. That kept the game tied. And Bradley was able to run it out. That would have brought in the third run. Boston picks it up in this inning off a solo home run by Mitch Moreland. I guess the Rays should be thankful it was only a solo shot. It was the first batter that Moreland faced in this inning, as that one is going to take out Kiermaier, but he'll catch that to retire the side. It's a clean 1-2-3 inning for Poche. He comes in after Morton allows a solo shot. So now the Rays trail 3-2 at the end of 6. Darwinson Hernandez out to come next. Hernandez in 3 appearances has a 9 ERA. Red Sox have Brandon Workman in the pen, their closer, who the Rays scored 3 runs off of last night. Hernandez will face Lau first. The first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Lau is 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. The righty Workman, the lefty Taylor in the pen for Boston as they look to lock down a 1-run lead. Boston just 1 game above 500. They're 1.5 games back in New York for first place. And the AL East has Brandon Lau. Is going to send that one just foul. Looks like he really unloaded on that pitch. That's the 3rd time today that that's happened. The ball falls foul of the pesky pole. Maybe the Rays used up all their luck last night in the top of the 9th when G-Man Choi sent one fair of that pesky pole. It's an 0-2 to Brandon Lau as he swings and misses there. So there's 1 gone in the 7th. 3rd strikeout today for Brandon Lau. That'll bring up the first baseman, G-Man Choi. Choi, 1 for 3 with a single in his last at-bat. Has a strikeout and grounded out to second base as well. He'll face Hernandez with 1 out and the bases empty. The first pitch to him, he takes that for a strike. He's 4 for 8 in the series with a home run and 5 RBIs. The 0-1. Swung on and grounded. It's right into the shift. The second baseman picks it up and throws to first to retire Choi. So just like that, there's 2 gone in the 7th. That will bring up Hunter Renfroe. Renfroe is 1 for 3. Pair of strikeouts and a single in his last at-bat. He leads the team in home runs. A solo shot would tie things up with 2 gone. Bases empty. Another first pitch strike for Hernandez, as he has had an awfully efficient 7th inning. He got 2 outs and only 5 pitches. He's going to have to get the Rays cleanup man here. The 0-1 is low. Count even now at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 from Hernandez, swung on and missed. That will be strike 2. Hernandez now 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. At this rate, he'll probably come out for an 8th to save the Red Sox pen just a little bit. He's been awfully efficient so far. The 1-2 to Renfroe. He's inside. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Austin Meadows is on deck if Renfroe can get on. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Hernandez gets out of the 7th inning in just 10 pitches. The Rays go down 1-2-3. They're down 1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Diego Castillo on for the Rays now. Castillo has appeared in 5 games, an 0-1 record, a 2.45 ERA on the year. The second man out of the pen for the Rays, the third pitcher total. Colin Poche took the 6th inning clean. Castillo will face the catcher first. 9-1-2. The hitters still have to face. It'll be Plawecki, Benintendi, Frazier. As that first pitch is outside for ball 1. Colin Poche finished with a strikeout and a clean inning. As that second pitch is low. Plawecki is 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts. The 2-0 pitch here is high for ball 3. Rays looking to hold the Red Sox lead to just a run. They're down 3-2 here. The 3-0 is going to be high. It'll be a leadoff walk in just 4 pitches from Diego Castillo, as the Red Sox look to add on to their lead. Plawecki reaches base for the first time today. First walk from Castillo. Red Sox go back to the top of their lineup. It'll be Andrew Benintendi here. Benintendi is 1 for 3 with a single and a pair of strikeouts. But love a double play here. The first pitch to Benintendi. Swung on and fouled away. Rays on a 3-game winning streak. They're 2 games under 500. 3 back of first place. After the Yankees win today, make it 4. As the Yankees head to, I believe, 8-3 on the season. The Yankees swept the Rays in Tropicana Field earlier in the year. Those 3 losses were part of a 6-game skid for the Rays. They made a good turnaround here. A series win here in Boston would be so crucial. With a win yesterday, that's still in play with the getaway tomorrow. As that pitch is fouled away. They have Blake Snell out on the getaway. This game a bit wonky, no doubt. The Rays did have their chances to put up a lot of runs, but they did not capitalize. It was a weird start from Charlie Morton as well. Definitely was not at the top of his game, as they're going to ring up Benintendi there. It'll be a strikeout for Castillo. So there's 1 gone. Adam Frazier comes up now. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. The first pitch to Frazier is inside for ball 1. Really a bad spot to walk the catcher, because no matter what, Castillo is going to at least have to face Bogaerts, who's 2 for 3. As that pitch is swung on and missed, it's going to be a stolen base. No, they're going to throw him out. So that'll erase the leadoff walk. As the catcher Plawecki tries to steal a base, he's thrown out by Michael Perez. A good tag on the put down by Adames. So now the bases is empty, so that takes Bogaerts out of play potentially. If Castillo can put away Frazier. That pitch was outside. So then just leave the 8th inning man to handle Bogaerts, Devers, Moreland. As that pitch is popped up, chased by the right fielder Meadows. He'll get there in time to retire the side. A leadoff walk was erased as the catcher was caught stealing. The result holds 3-2. Red Sox lead through 7. Brandon Workman out for the Red Sox in 4 appearances. He is 0-1 with his 6.75 ERA. His first loss came last night on a blown save. A potential save situation here. I don't see him taking multiple innings. Matt Barnes, Josh Taylor, the men warming up. As that pitch is swung on and missed. Strike two. The 0-2 to Meadows here is fouled away. Playing another hard shift on Meadows. The right fielder is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and grounded into a double play in his last at bat. The 0-2 is low. Blocked by Plawecki. 36,000 the attendance here in Fenway tonight. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Brandon Workman picks up a strikeout as Meadows goes down on strikes. That'll bring up the shortstop, Willie Adames. The first pitch to Willie is taken for a strike. Adames is 0 for 2 with a walk. He's 0 for 5 in the series. He's not originally slated to play today. He came in as a defensive replacement in the first inning. Not sure if something was up with Joey Wendell, who is scheduled to play short. Willie takes that pitch outside for ball 1. The DH Martinez will come up next. Not a great spot for the Rays as they're in the bottom part of their lineup. If the Rays go down 1-2-3 in this inning, it'll be Michael Perez, Diaz, and Kiermaier in the 9th. So unless they get something going, they're going to miss a chance at getting Brandon Lau, G-Man Choi, potentially Hunter Renfroe up to the plate. They've got 5 outs left to work with. They're down a run. The 1-2 to Adames is taken outside. So Workman's 10th pitch will be a 2-2 to Willie Adames. And the pitch is on its way. Adames with a good take. That pitch is low. Count goes full to the shortstop. The payoff pitch from Workman is swung on and just fouled. That one probably would have been called low. Adames not able to resist as he fouls it away. Count remains full. Another payoff from Workman. As that one is going to be popped up. Chased by the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr. And he will get there in time to retire Adames. So there's 2 gone in the 8th. That one looked kind of good off the bat. Chased down by the center fielder. That brings up Jose Martinez, the DH, with the bases empty and 2 gone. Martinez is 1 for 2 with a single. He's also walked. The 1-0 from Workman is in there for strike 1. Workman trying to exercise the demons from last night. He came in a safe situation. The Red Sox held a 4-2 lead. He walked the first 2 batters he faced and gave up a 3-run homer to G-Man Choi. That ended up being the difference. It's a 5-4 Rays win. Workman now 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. He's got a 1-2 to Martinez. The pitch is taken low. A nice take by Martinez. Count even. Now with 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from Workman is fouled away. Count remains 2-2. Workman working quickly to try and get out of this inning. 18th pitch upcoming for him. The 2-2. And that one is going to get down for a base hit right in front of the left fielder, Benintendi. So Martinez works a 2-out single. And if anything, that will at least allow the top of the Rays lineup to come in the 9th. Kevin Kiermaier will come to the plate here. They're going to pinch run for Martinez. It's going to be Manuel Margot, and I guess that's not big a deal because Margot can take the place of the DH. As there's a pitch out there. Margot plays center field. He's got some speed. As the Rays, I guess, trying to pick up that run as soon as possible, not wanting to take it to the 9th. As that throw back to first is not in time. Margot sliding back into first. So I was incorrect about Kiermaier. It's going to be the 8-hole hitter Perez to bat now. The 1-0 to him is taken for a strike. So the 8-hole hitter Perez is up now. If Perez can get on, the 9-hitter Diaz will come up. And if not, If Perez is retired, it will be Diaz, Kiermaier, and Lau in the ninth. A potential pinch hit situation perhaps for Diaz, but most likely not. The 1-1 is low for ball 2. The only one on the bench that you could have would probably be Daniel Robertson. As we mentioned, Joey Wendell was taken out of the equation. The 2-1 to Perez is high for ball 3. Workman pitching around expecting a potential stolen base attempt, but that has allowed the catcher Perez to work a 3-1 count. The 23rd pitch upcoming for Workman. It's been a busy inning for him. The 3-1 on its way, and it swung on and missed. So the count will go full to Perez. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. The payoff pitch from Workman is going to be grounded. It's going to be picked up by the second baseman. Throws it over to first to retire Perez. Rays get a 1-out single, but that's going to be it for them. They're still down a run as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Xander Bogaerts will come up first in this 8th inning. Bogaerts is 2 for 3 with a double and a single. They bring Castillo back out to face him as that first pitch is grounded right to Brandon Lau. He sets and throws to first to retire him. So 1 out on 1 pitch for Castillo. He retires Bogaerts on the 4-3. That'll bring up Rafael Devers with the bases empty and 1 gone. Rays looking to just lock down the Red Sox and hold their lead to just 1 run. They're going to have one last chance. They got 3 outs left to work with. It will be Yandy Diaz, Kevin Kiermaier, and Brandon Lau to come up next. That first pitch is in there for a strike. As the Rays in jeopardy of snapping a 3-game winning streak. The Red Sox looking to get off a schneid. They're on a 3-game skid. As that pitch is inside for ball 1. Middle part of the order for Boston. That pitch is fouled away. So now a ball and 2 strikes. The count to Devers. This Red Sox lineup has been red hot. The 1-2 is fouled away. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. So I suppose the strategy for Tampa Bay just to get Castillo through his 2nd inning. And then if there is a bottom of the 9th, you just go from there. You got guys like Oliver Drake as they're going to ring up Devers there. It'll be a 2nd strikeout for Castillo. Mitch Moreland comes up now. He's 2 for 3 with a homer and a single. He gave the Red Sox a lead. He led things off in the 6th inning with a solo shot off of Morton. That one is grounded right to G-Man Choi. It'll be a 1-2-3 quick inning for the Red Sox. The Rays with one final chance. They have 3 outs left. They're down a run. Matt Barnes to come on for the Red Sox to try and get a save. He's only appeared in a game. He threw a scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts. He's the 6th pitcher to come out for the Red Sox, the 5th out of the pen. He'll have to face Yandy Diaz first. Diaz is 1 for 3. That first pitch in there for a strike. Diaz picked up his first hit of the season. He was 0 for 19 heading into this one. He's now just 1 for 21 on the year. The 0-1 is inside for ball 1. High leverage situation for Diaz. The 1-1 is swung on to miss for strike 2. Matt Barnes coming out early with the fastball. The 1-2 to Diaz is inside for ball 2. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Rays just need to get a man on to have the tying run on the base path. The 2-2 is swung on, and that's going to get down for a base hit. That looks like it's going to go for 2, as Diaz is actually just going to stay at first. It was off the wall, down the left field line. Diaz picks up his second hit of the game. He's now 2 for 24 on the year. He represents the tying run. A potential breakout game for Yandy Diaz. That'll bring up the center fielder Kevin Kiermaier. The Rays go back to the top of their lineup. Kiermaier 0 for 3. He shows the bunt there, pulls it back to prevent the strike. Kiermaier, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Came into this game batting .233. First time in the leadoff spot this season. He shows bunt again. He's going to get it down. The pitcher, Matt Barnes, throws to try and get the lead runner. And they're going to get him. They got him in time. So there's 1 gone. Kiermaier heads to first base on the fielder's choice. So a failed sacrifice attempt. I guess, if anything, you have a faster runner at first base. I'm sure Kiermaier will try and steal a base to make up for it. Brandon Lau comes to the plate now. The first pitch to Lau fouled away. You got to be careful. A weak grounder could end the game on a double play. Brandon Lau is 1 for 4. 3 strikeouts and a single. He's got an 0-1 count to Matt Barnes, as that's going to be a pitch out. Kevin Kiermaier stealing. And the throw is in time. There's now 2 gone. Second misplay by Kevin Kiermaier in the inning. He first fails on the bunt sacrifice and then gets thrown out trying to steal a base, so there's 2 gone. Rays down to their final out just like that. The 1-1 to Lau. Swung on and missed. So the light flashing before the Rays' eyes. They're down to their final strike. The pitch from Matt Barnes to Brandon Lau is going to hit him. The Rays get another base runner on the hit by pitch. Brandon Lau heads to first base for the second time today. That will bring up the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi, the hero in yesterday's game. Choi, however, is 1 for 4 in this one with a single. Grounded to second in his last at-bat. It'd be Trues-Ray fashion if he could send another one down the pesky pole. The first pitch to Choi is inside for ball 1. So the Rays down to their final strike. Brandon Lau gets hit by a pitch to give them another chance. Ji-Man Choi is up to the plate now. He's been dynamite in this series. The 1-0 to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Matt Barnes, in his second appearance of the year, looking to get his first save. Red Sox lead 3-2. They have the Rays down to their final out. Brandon Lau represents the tying run at first base. The 1-1 to Choi is swung on and missed. Matt Barnes once again has the Rays down to their final strike. Ji-Man Choi in a 1-2 count. The pitch from Barnes is outside for ball 2. This Fenway Park crowd on their feet, trying to cheer Matt Barnes to throw another strike. The count to Choi is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 16th pitch from Barnes is on its way. And it's low. Count to Choi goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with Hunter Renfroe on deck. The payoff to Choi. And it's fouled away. If you're like me, I know you're sitting on the edge of your seat. The hero from yesterday's game, Choi, trying to do something. He's got a full count against Matt Barnes. The payoff pitch. It is fouled away once again. 19th pitch upcoming for Barnes. Count remains full for a third pitch. The 3-2. Is going to be just high for ball 4. That pitch looked well within the strike zone. A good take by Choi, and he's going to walk. That will put Brandon Lau at second base in scoring position for the cleanup hitter Hunter Renfroe. Daniel Robertson will pinch run for Ji-Man Choi. Not sure who they would have in mind to play first base. I guess they're going to have to deal with that when they get to it. Hunter Renfroe 1 for 4 with a single. The Rays have the tying run in scoring position for the cleanup man. Renfroe takes that first pitch for a strike. Renfroe just 1 for 43, or batting 143 with runners in scoring position. He's got an 0-1 to Barnes. The pitch is going to be fouled away, and just like that, the Rays, once again, down to their final strike. They got 2 men on with 2 outs in the ninth. They're down 3-2, trying to get the second win of the series. 22nd pitch upcoming for Barnes. The 0-2 to Renfroe is fouled away. 9 balls, 13 strikes for Barnes. 3 strikeouts in the day for Renfroe. He's got a single as well. The 0-2 from Barnes is going to get past the third baseman Devers. He drops it, and the throw is not in time. Renfroe runs it out. It's going to be a base hit for Renfroe, and that'll load the bases for Austin Meadows. Are these Rays the cardiac hits or what? Down to their final strike once again. They load the bases for Austin Meadows. The tying run just 90 feet away. The first pitch to Meadows is fouled away. Austin Meadows is 2 for 4. He's got 2 doubles. Came around to score. He's got 1 home run on the year. 4 runs batted in. A double would probably score 3 runs. They have the leading run at second base. The 0-1 to Meadows is high for ball 1. Meadows is batting .200 with runners in scoring position. But as they see, anything is possible with Renfroe batting below .200. Ends up legging out a single there. Count even at a ball and a strike to Meadows. Another nail-biting 9th inning for the Rays. The 1-1 is inside for ball 2. The first save situation of the season for Matt Barnes. He's looking like he's struggling just a little bit with it. He's had the Rays down to their final strike multiple times. The Rays are down to their final out. 2 balls and a strike to count to Meadows. The pitch from Barnes. And it's going to be just foul. And just like that, the Rays once again in this inning down to their final strike. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Austin Meadows. The 28th pitch from Barnes. And it's going to be the second baseman. And he flips it to short to retire the side. It is going to be a 3-2 loss at the hands of the Boston Red Sox. They make things awfully interesting in the ninth. They load the bases. Matt Barnes ends up picking up the save. The series is tied at 1 game apiece. We have the getaway tomorrow. Blake Snell will be on the mound. We'll see you tomorrow.